Mikael.
Hello. Hey. Thanks for having me.
So you're for the first time here in Serbia.
Yeah. How crazy is that? What the hell have we been up to?
Yeah.
All
What
these
are
years?
your expectations about Serbia?
I honestly don't know, and I think that's my favorite thing about playing like a place we haven't played before, like a country or a city. You don't really have any expectations. Just like I just hope that whatever we do is fine, and then hopefully people get it. But I'm really curious. Like, I can't wait. Like this is something that we always look forward to. You know, playing in a country for the first time. But at the same time, we feel kind of ashamed that this is their first time, and we've been around and we've been touring now for over 20 years, and we haven't made it here. So that's we have a lot of making up to do. So we got to make this right.
Okay, so you're in the middle of a second leg of European Automa tour. So
Yeah.
how is the tour going so far? Are you satisfied with the tour?
Oh yeah, it's been amazing. Like really cool. We played a lot of new cities, a lot of new places. We changed the set a lot from last leg of the tour, which was a year ago, and the response has been amazing. And I think we sound and look better than we've ever had on stage. So I couldn't be happier. And the crowds have been incredibly welcoming and cool and appreciative. So yeah, I'm loving this tour so far. I don't know, like now you can actually look back at it, but I guess I don't really do that. I just think of it in terms of how the songs work in a live situation. You know, when we're on stage played together. So we picked up some songs that we hadn't played before from the album that we're playing now, and they feel great. And I can tell, you know, that the reception of the new songs is awesome. And I think that something that we noticed a year and a half ago when the album came out, because we started touring on the same day the album came out, and we started playing a lot of new songs, like 6 songs or something like that from the album. And it kind of worked immediately, and it kind of felt right, and the audience was right there with us. And I think that's like the best compliment you can get, you know, that people are okay with us playing new songs and not just old stuff. And I think in terms of where it is in the catalog, I don't know, like it's going to take a few more years before you kind of realize like where it is. But for me, I'm just really proud of the fact that we pulled it off and we made it, and that it's working so well. That it's this is the most touring we've ever done for an album, and that speaks to the strength of the album, I think. Maybe, yeah. It could be true. I mean, it's a little, you know, mix of everything in there as well. I think we honed the songwriting skills a little bit more. It's very much to the point, you know, like it's immediate album, and sometimes that's the hardest part, to kind of get the message across in a way like that. But I have no idea where we're going to go next, but I really love where we are right now. I don't know, like, because it was definitely something that we set out to kind of like just experiment, just to have some fun in the studio and do something totally different from all the other stuff. And I think it worked out great, and I love those songs. And so yeah, I mean, we're definitely open. We kind of opened a door of possibilities, like see what happens. So that's definitely a possibility going forward. Like we do more of that kind of stuff, but we haven't decided yet.
Well, you know, when you have done your last album, Construct, and the same situation was happening with Projector, there was some negative comments about Dark Tranquillity's experimental sound.
Yeah.
Why do you think that this happens? Do you think that...
I think it's kind of natural because, you know, some people are kind of afraid of change, you know, and if you see a band kind of changing a little bit, you go like, oh no, they have lost their way and they're going to go in a totally different direction now that I won't like, that kind of thing. So that's very natural, and you know, as a fan, you're very protective, you know, of the bands that you like, you know, and if they start doing something that you're not okay with, then hey, you're gonna be worried, you know, and I get that. But I think, like with Projected, it was definitely like that. We heard a lot of like worried, like, oh, is this gonna be the next thing? Like, this is where we're heading. But for us, that was just a way of like getting that out of our system. We wanted to prove to ourselves that we can be different and do something else, and see if we could pull it off, and we think we did. And I think the same is with Construct in some ways. So I don't think people need to be worried, you know. And I think I think after Projector, people started like really understanding that we never want to stand still. We always want to kind of innovate and progress, you know.
But would you say that this title that you have, the Fathers of Göteborg melodic death metal sound, has some influence on you, that you have in mind that you have to sound some certain way, or you would do something different more if you wish?
Of course, that's always there, you know, but I don't think we don't really think about it. It doesn't affect us, you know. I think more than anything, that the thing that has always stuck with us is the way that we write melodies and that kind of thing, because that's what our influence and what upbringing kind of brought to the music. So, like, even though we try to change and get away from it as far as we possibly can, it's still there. It's still the same kind of mental thinking, and it's the same kind of melodic language that's there. So I don't think, like, yeah, as far as we can get away from Gothenburg death metal, it's still going to be there. So, and I think that's good. I mean, it means that we try our hardest to get away with it, but we still kind of retain what makes that genre special. Yeah, of course. I mean, it came right as we were writing the album, when most of the songs were kind of finished, and then he said he was leaving, and then, yeah, of course that put us in a very different mood, and it made us kind of like rethink who we are and what we do and what's important and what's not, and should we continue, should we do something different, did we do something wrong, what happened here, you know? So I definitely started questioning ourselves a lot, but I think we kind of came to the conclusion that, you know, the music is more than the sum of its parts, and it kind of made us even stronger, I think, you know. And still, Martin is working. He's the manager for the band, so we're still working together all the time. So it just, things did change, but I think we managed to make a really weird situation into something kind of positive and good. So, but of course, yeah. So there's some of the songs are about this kind of separation anxiety, that kind of thing. So absolutely, that put a spin on the record for sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, he decided that he wanted to focus on his family and stay home and not be away from months and months. And I totally appreciate that and respect it, because I know that he's been wanting to do that for a long time, and now he has a perfect reason to. But he's still working with all the graphics and all that stuff and writing, and, you know, so yeah, I mean, if he has the time, he will be a part of it. He's still a member, of course, and, you know, and he's still a huge part of the band, but he's just not on stage with us.
So we don't have to worry about it?
No. I mean, I remember, like, I was just talking to a friend of mine, like, about it, like when Slayer released like A Decade of Aggression. It's like, a decade? That's fucking 10 years they've been around. That's crazy. Like, and I remember when I was, you know, when I was a kid growing up with death metal and thrash, it's like there was not that many bands that had released like 2 albums. Like maybe Death was like the first band to release like a second album, because I thought this was just going to be a fluke. Like, this is something that happens right now and then it's going to disappear. But of course it hasn't. So I don't know. Like, as long as we're still up for it and our bodies still work and we feel good about it, then we continue, and we still have fun. You know, and I think that's the main thing. If we still enjoy it, you know, you get something out of it. If we feel that it's just a chore, or, you know, or just another day at the office kind of thing, then we won't do it anymore. But right now, like, I feel better than ever. I think we, like, on stage, like, we feel better than ever. We sound better than ever. So yeah, we'll go a couple more years at least. No plans, but I mean, we're always open to anything. Let's do something different. That will be fun. But at the same time, I don't know. Like, we don't really feel the need to do it. Like, but if we do, then that will happen. But yeah, going to Swedish, nah, not really. I wouldn't be comfortable with that.
To write lyrics in Swedish?
No, it would be weird, like strange. But for me, like all the music I listen to is in English. So that's, for me, it's the language of the music that I grew up with, that I listen to every day. So yeah, it would just be weird. I'm a huge beer geek, and it just kind of came natural. I started home brewing a couple of years ago, and had so much fun doing that. And I came up with a couple of cool recipes that I really liked, and then I started talking to one of my favorite breweries in Gothenburg, and they were like, "Oh, hey, let's do something together. Like, take one of your recipes and we'll produce it," you know. And it sounded too good to be true, and I was like, "All right, well, actually, then we actually did it," you know. And so we came up with like a recipe together. We worked on it, and I really loved their stouts that they made before. So we did kind of like a combination between what they've done and some of the stuff that I've done. And it turned out to be like the Toma beer, which is an imperial dry stout, and it's really fantastic. Like, it's been out for a little over a year now, and people are really digging it. It's available just in Sweden, unfortunately, but it's really fun. And I also made a beer together with Peter and Daniel who used to be in Flames. They have a brewery called Odd Island, so I made a beer with them. That was amazing, just for a beer festival, just like a one-off thing. But I'm definitely looking forward to do more of this, just because it's so much fun. It's like something that I'm really passionate about, and it kind of, beer and metal goes very well together, you know. So I really hope so. I know a lot of breweries in Gothenburg, and we have some of the absolute best in the world, and I've tried everything. So they are really fantastic. So I really hope to be doing more of that. Yeah, and of course At the Gates had this 19-year hiatus. But that's what's so cool. Like, we grew up together, like we listened to the same kind of music together, and we grew up like, you know, as kids and teenagers. And even though things have changed in our lives and music has changed so much, we're still kind of the same kind of people, and we still have the same kind of background. And I'm so happy to see like where In Flames is going is a totally different area, whereas At the Gates are now going like deeper into what kind of made them, you know.
Yeah.
I was listening to the new album that comes out in May, and it's just phenomenal. Like, it has everything that I love about it.
Can't wait to hear it.
It's incredible, like really amazing, and it just kind of goes even further back to the more experimental side of the band, like more progressive and stuff, and it's so cool. Like, and I'm really happy, and I'm really proud of what my friends are doing.
Yeah, great. What's
happening after that? We're probably gonna do some more touring, like Asia, Australia, that kind of thing, maybe.
New album?
Yeah, then next year, like the beginning of next year, I think we're gonna like realize that, okay, we don't have any tours planned. Let's start making some noise again. Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah. So that would be it. Your last message for the Serbian fans?
Well, sorry for not coming sooner. Our deepest apologies. Hopefully we're gonna make up for it tonight. And but thanks for all the support over all these years. And this is truly something that we've been looking forward to a long time. So it's gonna be a blast. I can't wait.
Thank you.
Thank you.